Welcome, my beautiful friends from around the world. I'm Carolee, and here I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges and greatest joys. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm so grateful to have you in my collective as part of my community. Healing is the fastest way. Healing our wounds, integrating them so that our wounds don't become our demons. Because that's how the darkness gets into us, gets into our soul, and can take over your consciousness, take over your being. It's through those wounds and through the compulsions that the wounds manifest as addictions, right? Fears, anger, hatred, separation from our higher selves and from our soul tribes. When the darkness can get you isolated, that's when they can take over. Once you're isolated from the light, from your soul community, from your heart, from your higher self, it's harder to come back. It requires more energy to come back and more conscious awareness. And in those situations, you still have free will. I mean, your soul tribe will pray for you, and God can listen and will help where they can, but you still have to be the one to ask for the help, to welcome the help, to receive the help when it does come in for you. And it will come, but you have to be open to receiving it. And again, I don't know if this is for everybody here. This could be for you, this could be for someone that you love, someone that you care about who has been captured by the darkness, isolated by their demons, the wounds that by the darkness. I feel like there's a lot of you out there who are very sad for people that you've lost, souls that you've lost in your families, in your soul tribe. Whether they're on this physical plane, the 3D plane, or not, I feel like a lot of you know that some of them might be in purgatory or sort of just aimlessly wandering. There but not there. But love and connection is the fastest way to reclaim those souls. Praying for God's mercy, but we don't even really have to ask God for mercy because it's there. It's always there. And with that, that's the first message of today's video. I'm going to get into some channeled messages and some other stories, and yeah, this is a different, I'm just trying to go with the flow here today because there was a lot that was coming through and I needed to get that first part out. For this next group, 222 on the timer, this is about somebody you know, that lost soul, someone in your soul tribe, someone in your family, someone that you love, someone that you really care about, who is in over their head in something. You feel it, you know it, you see them, like you can see their essence in you, in your heart. You're worried about them. They're mirroring you. They are a bundle of nerves as well. I see them picking up a payphone. They're picking up a payphone and calling and hanging up, calling, hanging up, calling, hanging up. It might not be a payphone exactly. It might be not their phone number. It's not from their phone, but they're calling from different numbers and hanging up. They might be wanting to leave a message. They might even be calling you at nighttime, let's say, or when your phone's off, when they know that your phone's going to be off, or so you might be getting some random phone calls from different provinces, if you're in Canada, or from different states, or like just random phone numbers, not like 1-800 numbers, but like, I don't know what payphone phone numbers look like, but it's like these random phone calls. You might be getting these random phone calls, or you were at some point, but somebody somewhere has been trying to call, or thinking about calling, or planning on calling, and they keep hanging up, or they go to dial your number and then hang up but before it even rings, so it might not even come through your phone. You might not see it, but they're like, they want to communicate with you, but they don't know what to say. They're really nervous about what it is that they have to tell you, or what it is they have to say. It's almost as if I'm seeing dead air, and it's like they're calling, even if they're calling just to listen to your voicemail, just to hear your voice, and then hanging up, something like that. Or they want to just hear that you're there, right, and then hang up. So you might get like a phone call where nobody's there, and it just hangs up. It's just dead silence. Or they're calling your phone to listen to your voicemail and then hanging up, not leaving a message, because they just can't get this message across. This is someone who what did I write? I heard the song by TLC, Waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. It's like this person was chasing waterfalls, something that was too big for their britches. They were really arrogant, but the arrogance was a cover for their sense of loss, right? Feeling like a failure, feeling 5:11 on the timer, feeling like a failure, giving up on life, giving up on connections, true connections, giving up on themselves. But they masked that inner fear, that feeling of loss and grief and sadness, feeling like they're never going to be good enough, feeling like they're never going to amount to anything, this energy, and they covered that up with arrogance and disconnect. So they pushed you away. This air of like arrogance, like, I don't need you, I don't need anybody, I'm fine on my own, I can survive on my own. But also I'm hearing right now, I didn't write this down, but I'm hearing right now, Bert, they didn't want to be, I'm writing it down here, they didn't want to be a burden to you or their family or other people, so they thought they could make it on their own. And I think that's, for some of them, an opportunity came up and they were like, yeah, I'll do it. A part of them was afraid, a part of them knew, their intuition was telling them this isn't a very good idea, don't go down this road, don't do it, because I kept hearing before I started channeling, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But they did it anyways. They didn't listen to their intuition, they did it anyways. There's so many different layers of why they did what they did, why they went into this thing, whatever it is for them. Everybody's going to be a little bit different, but why they accepted this challenge. It's almost as if they also wanted to prove something to you, prove something to themselves. Again, take it as it resonates, whoever you are in this situation. But they had something to prove. They thought, like, if I make it out to the other side of this, then that'll show them kind of energy, that arrogant energy. But inside, they're just like this lost and wounded little child who felt like they had no choice, or felt like, going along, they went along with something to get along, to prove something to themselves and other people, but they're in too deep. I wrote down in too deep, in over their heads. And then there's some other scenarios that I was seeing, like a smoke alarm or a smoke signal. Maybe they're sending some sort of smoke signal or smoke alarm. Maybe that as a part of the phone calls, that the calling and hanging up kind of thing. But then I heard where there's smoke, there's fire. And again, I've been channeling this the last couple days, or the last few weeks, off and on. But there's like a shipyard and container ships. And just like, and I don't know, when you listen to tarot readers, psychics, they pick up on energies, and it can be past, present, or future. So, like I think I've said it before, I spoke to a psychic 3 years ago, something like that. And she told me something then that happened recently. And I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense. And now it in the last few months it happened, and so she was picking up on something that was like way off in the future, and you might totally forget about what I'm telling you today, and it happens in the future. Or this is something that recently happened or is in the process of unfolding, and you're like, oh, that, yeah, that happened, and it's more of a confirmation for you that there are maybe other messages in this, but there's also, if something's unfolding right now that you can't see, this is also God, source, spirit, your spirit guides, angels, trying to give you some clarity on something. So it really depends on where on the continuum, on the spectrum this is unfolding. And in the spirit world, there is no time, right? It's all one thing. I have been channeling yesterday. I think I posted something about like the darkness, sort of, if you're trying to leap onto another timeline, the darkness is like traveling, especially following light bringers, following chosen ones onto different timelines, trying to hijack them. Their success, their word, their channeling, 1919 on the timer. For a lot of you, though, who are awakened and aware to what has been happening, as you're traveling, transversing the multiverse, you are awakened and aware. It's like you've turned around and shone a flashlight on the darkness. Aha, I got you, And then they've kind of backed off for some of you, depending on where, again, if you, I feel like they've backed off of you, if that message is for you, because they know that they can't get to you right now. And so that doesn't mean they're not going to try again in the future, but right now, for a lot, especially those who are awakened to their efforts to attack you, they have backed off for a little while and going to go chase down some other people, or some other souls, some other energies, and leave you to this work for a little bit, right? That doesn't mean that they still don't have their eye on you. So anyway, yeah, this whole scenario I've been seeing, and I channeled about it yesterday. I don't want to go too deep into this, but because this has to do with maybe one of your people, depending on who this is for you, the person who is in too deep. For some people here, for some people, this isn't going to be for everybody, but there is somebody who's in too deep into some sort of gang affiliation, biker gang, mafia relations, like, I don't know, something really crazy, that they're in too deep. This wasn't what they were anticipating, it wasn't what they wanted, what they expected, but they fell into it because they felt like they didn't have a choice, but also they felt that maybe there was going to be some sort of big payoff and they were going to easily be able to get out of it. They're like, no problem, like, it's all going to work out, no worries. It's like, and it feels like a movie. Like, how did I even get into this? But it feels as though it's been unfolding for a really long time for them. It's like a series of unfortunate events where they met somebody years ago, and that sort of like led to like this situation with that person, and this person slowly manipulated them, right? Was friends with them, but was hiding something else. Slowly, maybe, one day gave them this opportunity. Hey, I have like this job. If you want to take it, it's doing this, and then they're at that job or at somewhere, and then that person meets somebody else who's affiliated with these people and is like, hey, you want to make some extra cash on the side? Sure, like that sounds cool. I just need you to do this, right? And they get you this way, slowly but surely manipulating you until you're in too deep. That's kind of what I'm seeing for this situation for some people here. And it's almost like they're showing me that, young people or kids who get affiliated with gangs, it's like they always feel like I can always just leave. I can get out when I need to. They'll let me leave, right? Because there's this, in the beginning, is this feeling of camaraderie, of friendship. If you watch that video, I can't remember the name of it. It's Dr. Gabor Mate did a great like trauma video, and they go in and they talk to, or there's a group, and I watched this movie a while ago, so don't quote me on specifics, but there's like a group, an organization that goes into prisons and sort of helps them understand their own trauma. It's like a rehabilitation program, and you should hear the stories of some of these people, these gang members, gang affiliates who are in the prison system, and how they talk about how they got into the gang, how it felt like home, how it felt like family, how it felt like camaraderie when they didn't have it at home, or how they were like, one guy's story was like his mother beat him so bad with a stick or with a whip or a rod or whatever. And then her message to him was like, I'm doing this because I love you. And so the message that a child gets is that love is pain. And so when they meet these sort of people who feel like home, who are very, violent or destructive or very toxic people, but that feels comfortable. It feels like home. You know what to expect with those people, as opposed to someone who has a healthy attachment, who wants to spread love, but is also has healthy boundaries and that kind of stuff. That feels really triggering and painful. And so these people, gang members talk about falling into the gangs, but the gang felt like home. It felt like they were welcomed somewhere when they weren't welcomed at home, or they weren't loved at home. And these people loved them and welcomed them, and saw them, understood their own pain, understood their wounds, and they felt seen by these people. And that's how they enter into these situations, into these gangs. But then at some point, I think that a lot of them are like, well, I can always leave. Like, these are my friends, right? They would never hurt me. They're my brothers, my sisters. They'll never hurt me. I can just leave when I want. But then when it comes time and they're like, okay, I'm out. They're like, you pledged your allegiance to us. You're not going anywhere. And that's when the true colors come out. And that's when these wounded warriors realize that they're in too deep. And then it's like, what do I do? How can I get out of this? Can I even get out of this? And then they start to just go along to get along, because there's no way out. Unless it's in a body bag, I'm hearing, that kind of energy. Or I'm hearing cover up right now. I don't know why. I just heard it. So take it as it resonates. So I've been seeing this scenario playing out for a few weeks. There's a shipyard, container ships. I kept hearing Lone Star, so I know that that's the Lone Star State, which is Texas. And then I was hearing, like, yesterday I was channeling something about a lagoon. There was something about a lagoon, and I actually had to Google it because I was seeing mermaids. Actually, I have these, like, charms here, and I kept pulling these mermaids constantly. I'm like, oh my god, okay, mermaids. And I kept hearing lagoon, so something about a mermaid lagoon, and then Lone Star I kept hearing. So I don't know what that means. Take it as it resonates. I'm just here to channel the messages. And then I heard, like, don't shoot, and then I heard, like, don't shoot, and then I saw somebody putting down their gun, like, walking out, right, to maybe face some sort of firing squad, or face police, or face another gang, whatever, something like that. But I saw just one person coming out and, like, don't shoot, and, like, putting their gun down onto the ground. But then I did see someone getting arrested, and then sitting at a table, right, being interrogated, and then caving, and then becoming an informant. And then I heard it's like somebody's wearing a wire. So that could be a situation for somebody. It might be somebody trying to get out. It's like their ticket out of a bad situation that they never really wanted to be in the first place. And then it switched to, because I got all those downloads, and then it switched to, because I got down to this informant, somebody's wearing a wire, 44 on the timer, 26:44, but 44. I'm hearing plea bargain right now. I'm going to write that down. Some sort of a plea bargain, or somebody could have like made a deal, I guess, yeah. So I heard monitoring situation, and I'm seeing, like they see in the movies, right, like a van parked out somewhere with, like, monitoring stuff in the van, and chatter on the line. Or not necessarily a van, but I'm seeing a room with people monitoring the line, and I heard chatter on the line. Military, but I think it can be any group organization. It could be Navy as well. Because I am seeing a shipyard. I'm seeing something on the water, something near the water. There's a lot going on near the water. Military, Navy, monitoring the situation. I already said I wrote down Lone Star, I wrote down Mermaid Lagoon, and disturbing images. So there's some disturbing images that I'm seeing. It's like a crime scene. I'm seeing crime scene images. like they're showing me right now like a war zone kind of thing. So take it as it resonates. I don't know where this is, or it could be a mix of a bunch of different places and situations that are happening. I think that the big picture in all of this, and a part of what I'm doing here, is to help bring awareness to you about the darkness that is spreading, that is in the world, that seems, it's like, it seems like it's out of control, like out of control. Because then I was like, okay, I haven't even gotten to the tarot cards yet. And then I got to that, and then they were showing me like the devil's lair kind of energy, or the darkness's lair, and people that are involved in that. But I'm going to get to that after, if I have time. I want to get some information on this story for you. This person who's in too deep. And then part 3 of this message is going to be the higher ups. Because there's something around like, you think that, like, I watched a video that was like accusing Beyonce and Jay-Z of being the leaders of the Illuminati, and I just see like people laughing at that idea, like, are you those two idiots, right? Those two buffoons, you know? It's like Hollywood is just a distraction. Bill Gates is just a distraction. That's kind of what they're like, these darker energies. And there's always going to be a higher up. There's always going to be somebody who's towing the line of the darkness, of the devil energies, right? WEF, Klaus Schwab, or whatever. I just see the darkness of the higher ups kind of laughing, clinking glasses with each other like silly fools. There's always going to be another Klaus Schwab. There's always going to be another Bill Gates. There's always going to be another Justin Trudeau. Like, these people are meaningless. They are easily sacrificed for the next best person who's going to that's okay. So I'll look at that in a second. Spirit, God, Source, and let me just clear the energies of this. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Six of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. So this is like a soul connection for you. Could be family, soul connection. Take it as it resonates. They're showing me on the surface, they seem very materialistic. They seem very in it for the money. But inside, they're like a lost little child. 10 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Ten of Wands after that. Who is this person? Bundle of Nerves. In too deep. Who is this person? 3 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh shit. Why are these always 8 of Wands? Yeah, they're definitely trying to communicate with you. Or communication is coming in. They're trying to get you some sort of a message. 10 of Wands. Again, that was, I saw that before and I didn't take it, but it was underneath a card on the bottom of the deck. They're swimming upstream. This card has been coming out when I use this deck. Somebody's swimming upstream, like the salmons, right? Trying to lay eggs, trying to achieve something, trying to do something. And they're struggling at 33 on the timer. They're struggling against a current, against some sort of resistance, against some sort of situation in order... Oh, I just put the 8 of Wands back. Oh, I want that out. They're struggling against something in order to send you a message, in order to communicate with you. There it is. 10 of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles can be somebody who is very financially motivated, might seem very materialistic on the surface, and usually the Knight of Pentacles is willing to put in the consistent effort required to achieve something. They have a long-term vision. They're dedicated. They don't mind, slow, steady movements, one step at a time, building something, right? But in the reverse, they might be materialistic in a bad sense. This on the top end, like they like nice things. They enjoy, luxury. They enjoy comfort. I'm seeing spirit sparkles around right now as well. They're struggling, though, to get a message out or to move something forward. I pulled a bunch of these cards, so let's see. But at the bottom of the deck, they're showing me 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups underneath of that, 7 of Wands. In too deep. They're very protective. They're very protective of you. Even though they feel like their energy feels like a failure, I'm hearing. They feel not good enough. They feel like they lost out on life. They feel like they made a big mistake. They gave up. And I'm hearing right now, gave up too soon. Take it as it resonates, whatever that means for you. They gave up too soon on something. And they feel like kind of I'm hearing damn fool. But they're still very protective over you, even though they might not be around you. And even if they are, it's like they're trying to get this message to you. They can't communicate with you. They can't call you from their phone. So they're trying to call you. They might even be trying to call you or check up on you just to see if you're okay. And but they won't say anything. They won't let you know that it's actually them calling for some. 4 of Cups. They want to walk away from this sort of energy. Seen, but I'm hearing seen but not heard. Like maybe they can watch you from wherever you are. They can see you, but they can't alert you to their presence, maybe. 4 of Cups. It's armadillo. Armadillo. I think an armadillo has like this armadillos have this what's it called? Armor. Very hard. They can roll, right? They fold into themselves and roll and escape bad situations. They have their own like built-in armor, but on the inside they're still like beings. They're still squishy. They still have a heart. They still have organs. They still feel things. And they're very protective of themselves, of their inner selves, of their inner child, of their inner wounds. Maybe they came across as very defensive with you before. Maybe they came across as very materialistic, very slow moving with the Knight of Pentacles here. So, but they were just trying to protect themselves. They're very protective of themselves. But it's like with the 9 of Cups here, sometimes I look at the 9 of Cups as like confidence and joy, right? Peacocking. This is kind of like an arrogant card. Maybe they came across as very arrogant if it was in the reverse. It's at the bottom of the deck energy, so sometimes with the 9 of Cups in reverse, I think of it as very arrogant, but also very selfish. It's also the cup of gluttony if it's in reverse. Or someone who is like a lush, right? Drinking a lot, excess. It's in reverse, if it was in reverse. But on upright is someone who's very confident, very poised, sure of themselves, very happy, joyful, right? Really connected and aligned to their higher being. Very grateful. This card is a card of gratitude as well. But because we have the Eight of Cups that came up on the bottom of the deck with all those cards under it, it's like they want to walk away from that arrogance. They want to walk away from being ungrateful. They want to walk away from that protective armor that kept them apart from their higher selves, but also from you and the people they love. Like, take it as it resonates who you are in this situation. And they're struggling to like communicate this to you or get this to you. Because on the inside with the Ten of Cups here, they're very emotionally, you know, it's like that's what they want. This Ten of Cups here, there's all these animals, family, connection, soul tribe, right? There's the cup in the middle with the star. It's like that is what they've been, with the Knight of Cups too, is like they were trying to work towards fulfillment. That's what they thought. With the Ten of Wands, though, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle to get there. And then with these cards, though, what was I talking about when these cards? We have the Three of Pentacles over here. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Lovers, Ace of Swords, and the Page of Wands. This is somebody who, how am I going to show this to you? These cards. So we have Four of Pentacles, which is about stability, savings, stability of some kind. Could be about holding back as well. Six of Pentacles, which is about charity or reciprocity, give and take, support, right? The Lovers. This is about choices, about being in alignment, balance. Can be divine counterpart connections as well. Then we have the Ace of Swords, which is about communication. I think this is just, there's a lot here about someone trying to communicate with you. And the Page of Wands, which is also about, can be about communication, back and forth communication, moving in a different direction. Ace of Swords can also be about truth, right? Coming to some sort of realization, some sort of understanding of some sort of truth. Maybe they're realizing how much they care about you with the Lovers, how much you mean to them. But they've been holding back. Like what you're seeing is them holding back or not being present or not being around or being really distant or being in too deep, or like it's like they're missing in action, that they're away, they're somewhere, right? Or pulled away. Six of Pentacles, though, the present situation, they're struggling to try to provide, try to help, try to support you, perhaps, in some way. What's the Three of Pentacles over here? Oh, yeah, but they... And this is where it's like, okay, this is maybe them. This is their subconscious, what they've been trying to do. Support you, protect you. Just trying to look at these cards. They want to get a message to you. They want to talk to you, but it's been a struggle. Communication has been a really big struggle. But they see you. They've come to this realization that you are a divine counterpart or someone who's really important to them, in alignment with them, a part of their soul tribe. You are their ultimate fulfillment. You know, take it as it resonates, whether it's a love situation or whether it's soul family or just like a very important connection in your life. It's a very important person in your life. They have come to this true realization of who you are and what you mean to them. And they want to communicate with you. They want to get this message across to you. They've been watching you. Look at this. I never noticed this on this card. But it's like there's this crow here standing on the leaves. Right? And then there's this something under here hiding. You are this very intuitive, maybe being with the crow, channeling spirit. You're very intuitive regardless, very aligned with your true and authentic self. And then there's this, right, and they're watching you, but they're covered up. And then look at, there's a wand here. It's like they want to try to manifest a way to communicate with you, or to let you know where they are or who they are. Or it's like a little squirrel who's hibernating, who's like collected a bunch of resources, Because we see here the Four of Pentacles, right? The Six of Pentacles, someone who's like collecting resources, but they're hiding out, hiding from something. This could be you, or this even could be, look at this, the eye here is very sinister looking. I always see a crow as a meaning for me. Like I find crows are my, one of my spirit animals. So when I see a crow, I'm like, oh, a crow. They're messengers from the spirit world. They're a sign for me. But the eye of this crow is kind of sinister looking, like maleficent, right? It's like this, they're hiding from some sort of, and that I'm only taking it because that's connected to, I'm only looking at it that way because it didn't come in reverse, but it's a bunch of different scenarios depending on who you are and where you're on, the two of you are at on this continuum, right? Time-space continuum of your reality, what's going on. Everyone's going to be different. Then, okay, so I looked at the Three of Pentacles, which when it did come out, it flew over on the other side of the table over here. And then when I asked about the Three of Pentacles, we have Death and the Seven of Swords, so some sort of transformation, partnership, job. I think it's specifically like some sort of the end of some sort of a job that they took, or some sort of contract with the Three of Pentacles, some sort of collaboration with some devious people, with some untrustworthy people with the Seven of Swords. But that situation is transforming, it's shifting and changing. I think that it has also transformed and shifted and changed them. And the Judgment at the bottom of the deck, and the Six of Cups underneath of that. They are enlightened to their truth. Through whatever it is that they're going through, they have finally become enlightened to who they are, to their own personal truth, to you. And they had to go through this situation because they weren't evolving and healing on their own. They weren't growing. They kept getting themselves into these really sticky situations, I'm seeing. In too deep into whatever it is, right? Don't go chasing waterfalls. And it's almost as if you had been warning them, like, don't go chasing waterfalls, just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to, just scale it back. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be go big or go home. Like, why can't it just be like little bits at a time? Why can't you just keep yourself safe? And this person, Alexa, off. But this person had something to prove. And that stemmed from their own inner wounds, right? 555 on the timer. They were like, go big or go home. But now, Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords, but they had to cut you off, or there's been some sort of cutoff of communication with the Five of Swords and the Four of Swords, and you haven't talked for a really long time, or they're regaining their strength or something. I know that came out because it's like they really want to talk to you. I feel like you guys are connected, like very deeply connected. But not in the 3D. Like not. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and the Eight of Cups. I put some of the other cards away, but I kept the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Death card here. Sticky. They were in a sticky situation. And they're walking away from it. The Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Stability, Queen of Pentacles. I have to confirm if the Three of Pentacles can also be about a third-party situation. So maybe they betrayed you for some sort of third-party situation, but that's changing now. That's over with the Death card. The Spirit is taking them out of that situation, or some sort of third party betrayed them, or a contract. Like they took on some sort of work contract, or it was a third-party situation. It could be love, it can be business, it can be friendships, it can be a lot of different things. A group, a community. The Three of Pentacles can also be about a community as well. It's not the Three of Cups, so it's not like a friendship community, it's like a work community. or a group of people that is, they're contracted together, right? They're connected through some sort of contract, some sort of financial agreement or something, and some shady stuff, shady shit I'm hearing. But there's this spirit guide that's trying to carry them over the thorns. The spirit guide is trying to carry them through this situation after they've been awakened. Look at the mouse and the halo around the mouse here. It's like the mouse had to become awakened through some sort of deceit, some sort of betrayal. They were betrayed maybe, and through that betrayal they became awakened. And now that they have been, it's like now that they're finally awakened to their true selves, to you, to your connection to something bigger, right? To the spirit world, to God. Now spirit is finally able to go in and rescue them. Queen of Pentacles. What's that? So we have Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords came out to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, some sort of business, family business. But the Four of Swords is like put to rest. And we have at the bottom of the deck the Sun, so clarity, enlightenment, death underneath of that. Some sort of transformation. That's death coming up twice in this spread right here. And then when I was looking at the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Justice, Ace of Swords, and the Empress coming out to clarify the Eight of Cups. So there's some sort of death or end, transformation to some shady shit, to some sort of business deal gone bad, or some sort of like, with the Four of is put to rest. The Four of Swords is like putting something to bed, putting something to rest, ending something, cutting something off. But with the Ten of Pentacles followed by the Four of Swords, that's like a pretty drastic change. It's not like a tapering off of something. It's like a end, like it's over. And this particular Four of Swords, this is like somebody, this is a funeral. Right? It's in a church. This person is laying in a coffin, stained glass. This is like a funeral. This is kind of like a death card. Somebody who might be really sick, some sort of family. It could be this Queen of Cups or Queen of Pentacles. Their family can be really sick, or there's like a funeral. Because we had the Four of Swords, and then I got the Death card and the Sun. Maybe clarity on why somebody is sick, why somebody is dying. Somebody could be really sick and dying, and there's clarity as to why. Oh. I'm going to have to pull something else. Okay, so the walking away, this person, the Knight of Pentacles, right? This person who you're connected to, who is facing a lot of anxiety, praying to God for a resolution, praying to God for help, praying to God for support. I'm just looking, we had the Star at the bottom. This is the bottom of the deck, so I was just sort of like looking. The Star, Nine of Swords, Tower, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. It's kind of like to clarify the Knight of Pentacles there, like what's going on with this person. It's like they prayed for God, or prayed to God for some sort of help to get them out of some sort of situation. Two of Pentacles. It's like they were given an ultimatum. You can either do this, take this route, or you can take that route. You can either, like if this is somebody who was given some sort of ultimatum when it came to being interrogated by the police, it was like, you can either, I'm going to put these down for a second. You can either help us, or you can go to jail. You can either give us the information we're asking for, wear this wire, go in there, right? Be an informant, or you could go back into that world and potentially die. There's a hit on you or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's this like ultimatum, this like they were given some sort of a choice, some sort of ultimatum. They had to make an informed, come on, they had to make some sort of informed decision here on how to proceed. Prayed to God, super anxious about where they were at, and then this tower moment came in that gave them this choice, this opportunity to choose something differently this time. This is like a second time around, a second chance. They were given I get it. They were given a second chance to do this right, to do something right, to do something differently. God's giving them a second chance. So over here with the Eight of Cups, this walking away from, because it came out, this person is walking away from this Queen of Pentacles situation, Queen of Pentacles, and again, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. There's some sort of death in the family, some sort of a funeral, some sort of an end to maybe a business, some sort of generational wealth, some sort of family business. But again, we have the Four of Swords and the Death card. There's some sort of death or some sort of grave illness that's happening there. And there's clarity as to why that's actually happening. And this person is realizing, or this person is putting a lot of a big gap between them and this situation, this business deal, the work that they were doing. Because there's a lot of money involved here. This isn't like, it's not just a love affair. It was not just like a third party situation where they moved somewhere for love. No, they went somewhere for money. They did something. They were contracted to do something. And it was all about the money. All about the Benjamins, I'm hearing. Okay, that's... So they're walking away from, what are they walking away from? They're walking away from this illusion. They were in some sort of an illusion. They're walking away from that. They're walking away from grief and sadness and loss, right? They lost. They feel like they made a bad choice. They lost here, but there's these opportunities. Again, with the Two of Pentacles that I was saying, they're given a second chance. There's a different opportunity. Something is going to be born from this, which is awareness, awakening. They've been awakened through some sort of betrayal, through some sort of darkness. Through taking a job, taking a contract that they thought was going to get them one thing and got them into a lot of trouble, in too deep. Justice, yeah, Justice, 555, 55 on the timer. Justice, Ace of Swords. So this is definitely some sort of truth. Justice, karma is playing out. The tables have turned, I'm hearing. They're on the side of justice now. And the Empress. So you could be their Empress, or they're walking towards an Empress. They're leaving illusion. They're leaving grief and sadness. They know the truth now. They've been awakened to some sort of a truth, and they want to be on the right side of karma. They want to do the right thing because they don't want to go through that stuff anymore. They've been awakened. And they want to communicate with you. Ace of Swords could be about communication, communicating with you, telling you the truth. It could be offering you some sort of a truth, like leaving some sort of situation behind after being awakened, after watching people die. It could be more than one person. With the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Death card, it's not just this Queen of Pentacles energy. This is like the Queen of Pentacles and her family, the Queen of Pentacles and her entourage, the Queen of Pentacles and her whole business collapsing with the Four of Swords and the Death card. I said collapse, and then they're giving me like a heart attack, or like people literally dropping like flies. Judgment, Two of Cups, some sort of partnership. Two of Cups came up in reverse, and the Judgment, partnership, bad business deals. Or some sort of a partner dying, or a partner collapsing, bad business deals ending. Yeah, because then I got Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the World card. Bad business deals ending. Something was really overwhelming. They were in too deep, in over their heads. Page of Pentacles, in over their heads. or this person partnered up with this Queen of Pentacles to build something, to build some sort of an empire, to build some sort of a business, and now it's done with the Four and the Death card there. If they have clarity on maybe this Queen of Pentacles intentions, or who they were, or what they were doing, or something like that, because they cut this person off, them and their family, them and their business people, then in their entourage with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, it's some sort of partnership that they made maybe with this person. A bad call, and God is judging it, this partnership that they made with this person. They were in too deep, and it was very overwhelming. They were struggling with the Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and that with the World card there, and then the Devil at the bottom of the deck, and the High Priestess. Somebody was maybe calling them out. Oh my God. So the Empress, I got the Sun. That I had a bunch of cards spill out, so it's too many cards, I'm not going to take it, but the Sun was the only one that came out upright, and then, or like face up, not necessarily upright. So the Empress, I was clarifying the Empress, and I got the Sun and the Queen of Cups. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person, the Sun card. Okay, the Sun, and then out popped the Chariot, so Cancer energy at the bottom of the deck. Oh my God, and the Lovers underneath of that. Gemini, so Cancer, Gemini, and then we also have, and the Twin Flame, Divine Counterpart, choices, making the right choice to move forward, to champion something, champion your connection, with the Six of Cups here. Some sort of soul and that came out earlier, so that's like some sort of soul connection. Yeah. All right. It's like they were betrayed by a Queen of Pentacles and her entourage, her business, her partnerships, whatever. I'm saying her because the Queen of Pentacles, but take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be not gender specific. And then they in turn betrayed them. It's like they were betrayed by this person. They were caught maybe by some sort of justice team, right? Take it as it resonates. And then they in turn decided to, the tables have turned, so they in turn, with the Two of Pentacles there, they were given a choice. So they in turn betrayed them, or are in the process of that, or it's already happened. Take it as it resonates. Past, present, future. Because after they were enlightened to something. All right. What else can I tell the collective? Rabbit, pregnancy fears. Spooked, I'm hearing. Whoa. Old woman, sadness, female. Success, pride. We have triangle at the bottom of the deck. Choices and decision. And these two came out. Direction, journey, ship. And these were upside down. Pearl, hidden gem. This person is spooked, or they were spooked. Something spooked them. Something spooked this person. You know what's fun? I've never noticed this in this card. There's this old woman, right? Haggard and walking with her cane and stuff, but there's something under her cloak here, under her breast. And it's almost as if she's hiding something, holding something. I'm hearing thief, like it's like somebody who is hiding something under their clothes, pretending to be something that they're not. They're showing me like, they're showing me like Snow White, when the evil queen disguises herself as the old woman with the poisonous apple, and she's like really hideous and wearing that like cloak and whatever, to go and kill Snow White. Very spooked. Success, pride. Somebody in this situation, 333 on the timer, was very prideful. This could be the Queen of Pentacles energy, right? Pride got in their way. They were blinded by success, by the attainment of pentacles. Could be that person. It came upright, so there's a lot of different energies here. I took all the cards away, and now I'm not sure what I'm saying. The hidden gem. The ship. There's too many different energies going on here. I pulled too many cards, came out. I wasn't expecting that. That's the old woman. I'm just going to get a couple cards to clarify these. It's too many. Again, okay, so the old woman that popped out there. Again, the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Death, Nine of Wands coming out here. Sadness. A trick up her sleeve, I'm hearing. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck underneath of that. It's the Rabbit. The Devil. Hidden Gem, Pearl, Three of Pentacles. Yeah. What's the success? Oh man, this is a really intense situation. I don't know if I should go through all of this with you guys, because I don't know if it really matters at the end of the day, me telling you about all the different ins and outs of the operations and what's going on right here. Whatever it is, it's almost as if this, I kind of look at this old woman, because she's like, in her arrogance, in her, because it's sadness, female, she's hiding something, but it's giving me that like Snow White, the evil witch in Snow White. And it keeps coming out with the Ten of Pentacles, but then I'm getting all these challenges and death and sadness around it, some sort of transformation. Because I'm getting a few different energies coming out with this old woman, so I just wanted to clarify before I move forward. A new beginning. It's so weird. a trick up her sleeve. And I'm getting like the Fool. So there's this movement forward. Queen of Pentacles, and then the Page of Cups came out, the High Priestess, the Judgment, and the King of Cups. 911, 911 on the timer. Because they're showing me that like this old, it could be like they're showing me the old woman from Snow White, but it could also be, I'm also seeing somebody like having a trick up their sleeve. It's almost like I'm hearing DEA disguising themselves as like this old woman, right? Going into some sort of a situation, holding something. I'm hearing like bomb threat. I don't know, you guys. And look at this lamp. I'm really being drawn to the light. Bringing a light to some sort of a situation. I don't know, you guys. The 2 cards flew way over there, and I saw the 3 of Swords, but I can't tell if this, because it's giving me a different energy, and it's like I can't tell if this person is a friend or a foe, you know, that kind of an energy. What time is it? I can't tell if they're a friend or a foe, because the energy is one and the same. It's almost like it could be that this Queen of Pentacles that I was talking about betrays their family, like puts an end to their family business, betrays their own family. So it could be this person, right, your person, or it could be a person that they're connected to in this organization that they've been working with. And it's almost as if this person turned the tables. They changed. They betray. It's like they put an end to their own family business. They betray their own family in order to save themselves. The Hermit card. Oh my God, 1-11-11 on the timer. The Hermit. Wait and see. This is still unfolding. This situation is still unfolding right now, and I don't think all of the ducks are aligned, or all of the, you know, all the pieces are in place yet. And so there's a lot of like moving parts that are still going on right now. And because people have freedom of choice, it's hard to kind of pin down exactly what's going on, because there's a lot of little things that are kind of moving around. There's a lot of people involved that are still needing to make up their minds about something. So that's why it's really unclear. But there is the potential of somebody in this family, this Queen of Pentacles, who maybe is like betraying her own family, or betrayed this like person here, your person, this Knight of Pentacles person. And somebody or a few people have this opportunity to turn the tables. They have to make it right, change, you know, to shift things. Like things are still in the process of being shifted. It's almost as if they've been given an opportunity, a second chance to do the right thing, and they're still in the process of making those choices. We have the Knight of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, the Magician, which is like things are in the works, I'm hearing, with the Justice and the Ace of Swords again. So this is like some sort of an offer coming through. And with the 7 of Pentacles, we have Knight of Cups, which is some sort of an offer or a deal, I'm hearing. And then the 7 of Pentacles, which is like something is still in the works, right? Taking a break. There's a plan that's been put into place, but it's like still in the works, I'm hearing. And then we have the Magician, the Justice, and the Ace of Swords. So truth, no matter what, truth will come to light in this situation, no matter who you are in this, no matter where you're at, right? The truth will set, I'm hearing the truth will set you free, but the truth is going to come to light with justice. Justice will be served to the right people, to the deserving people. What side of justice do you want to be on? If you're watching this, and depending on who you are in this situation, justice will be served. What side of justice do you want to be on? 333 on the timer. But things are still in the works with the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician card. There's a lot of balls in the air, right? People still have to make up their minds. And not everything is seen, or they don't want me to see everything with the Hermit card here. But there's a sense of like having faith that everything is going to work out, and to just trust in your own inner guidance. Keep getting the Four of Swords. Could be a funeral, some sort of house. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. I want to look at this Queen of Pentacles. Let's look at a few different people. We'll look at the Knight of Pentacles, this person who's in too deep, the person we were talking about who's in too deep. It could be a bunch of people who are in too deep, but this specific energy, the nervous person in too deep, phoning, calling, hanging up kind of person, what are their inner motivations? What's their inner self want us to know? Oh, these cards, there's so many cards. Okay. Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten that card. So many cards come out. It's someone with a bow. Animal. The One. The One is at the bottom of the deck. They see you as the one, or you see them as the one, or the one, the chosen one. They're a chosen one to maybe bring down the house, I'm hearing, to bring down this organization. They were sent there to bring down the organization. But we have here the comic. This is the main card of what they want us to know, what's going on within. It's almost as if they're like the class clown, very charismatic. Nobody takes them seriously, almost. Or they're unsuspecting. The Cave. The Shaman. The Bow. This is giving me 5D. The Animal. It's like a wolf's eye. 555 on the timer. They have their eye on the prize, though. They're very unsuspecting with the comic. Nobody suspects them, but they are an animal, right? They have the eye on the prize. Their eyes are wide open. They're taking notes, I'm hearing. There's this vow. They made some sort of a vow, either within this organization, or I think the two of you, or they made a vow in the spirit world in order to do something, to take down this organization, to do something really important like this in this world. The shaman, they could be a shaman, or they were a shaman in a previous life. They're very connected. This is giving me like magician vibes. A diamond in the rough kind of energy. Yeah, this is kind of like, this is the magician card in here, the shaman here. Look at, we have all of the different things in their back pocket, the snake, these skulls, all the planets are aligned. We have the diamond here, right? They're an alchemist. They're making something happen. The cave, but they're very unsuspecting. Look at, they're using sign language. They're trying to bring the smoke signal, trying to get a signal out. They're signing something to somebody, giving somebody the sign, giving someone the signal that it's okay to come in now, communicating with you or somebody else telepathically, watching through the shadows. But they're nobody suspects them. Their role in this whole dynamic is very important. Okay, now tell us about the Queen of Pentacles person. What's their inner being want us to know? What is it? What's their agenda? What's their motivation? Or they don't, the other person, sorry, they don't maybe want to be a, what was that? What was the word on that card? They don't want to be a clown. They don't want to be a class clown. They don't want to be perceived as that anymore. But that's sort of how they show up. And nobody takes them seriously. But you know, going into this, having something to prove, if they are able to take down this organization, not single-handedly, but, you know, help out, this also gives them something to prove, right? That also aligns with that sort of agenda that they had initially, is proving themselves to somebody or something, or to the universe or to themselves. I'm not going to look for it. Okay, the Queen, the unseen. Again, like hidden. There's something hidden about this 1818 on the timer. Unseen. The desert. And the Father. Unseen. It's like they're a chameleon. Unseen. Or they don't want to be seen? No. What is this? Their hidden agenda. With the cloaking, that the old woman is like wearing that cloak, but it's like she has something underneath her cloak, like she's like she is moving through this whole dynamic unseen, like a part of her like I heard DEA or like something like that, like she infiltrated this group a long time ago, or they don't recognize her. It just depends. Like I'm getting somebody who's, there's two scenarios here depending on the situation. I gotta keep checking. There's two scenarios. It's like this person, there's like a DEA or something involved in something. But it could also be that this person in this family, in this empire, in this family business, something like that flipped, is given another opportunity to choose to be on the right side of justice. And it's unseen. They don't want to be seen, but they're watching. Their eyes are open. They're watching, but it's pixelated. Okay. What is it? Queen of Pentacles, what's their hidden motivation? What's going on here? What do we need to know about the Queen of Pentacles in this dynamic? They could be an unseen informant. I'm being the venom. The venom, and then I have the shaman who was with the other one. The venom, which is very toxic. This is like a poisonous person. Oh, and the poisonous apple, because I was seeing the old lady, like Snow White's stepmother, and venom came out. Sustainer, the eternal child. The eternal child. This energy, I can't quite, it's like I can't quite get a grasp on this person. The eternal child. Thread. Flame, the poet. Thread. I don't know. The sustainer. As I cut the deck, this was out. Sustainer of life. The sustainer. Molding this ball of clay, sustaining something, the venom, unseen venom. I'm just getting like heart. Just write these differently. The fault line. Where do your loyalties lie? This person hasn't made up their mind yet about something. It might be a mother. King of Pentacles, the Sun, the Chariot. Eternal child. I don't know, you guys. I feel like I just need to end this video. I went too deep, too long into this. Ace of Swords, Justice. Doesn't matter. They keep showing me Ace of Swords and the Justice. Justice will be had. Justice will be done, no matter what's going on with this situation. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles might be, again, there's two different scenarios, but it could be that it's almost as if this Queen of Pentacles is going to rat on her family, or like turn the tables on her family with the Venom and the Eternal Child. It's as if this person was connected to this very toxic family dynamic, family business. It was very venomous. What's venom? Priestess, Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Eternal youth. The heart, and I was seeing and death. I'm hearing disguise. This person is trying to disguise themselves, or they have tried to disguise themselves to a lot of different people. They lure people into their family dynamic, into this business, into these bad business deals. This person could end up having a heart attack with the heart here. The poison, they poison the well, and they have this like strange desire for eternal youth, right? This is just like, this is giving me, and I said it right off the bat, and I was kind of doubting it because I was like, what's happening? But this is giving me definitely the or the mother in, because I was like, the eternal child, or the mother in Rapunzel, or Tangled, the evil mother, the false person, the false mother who was using Rapunzel's hair to stay youthful. It's like she feeds off of the energy of children, of youth, in order to stay young forever. With the heart here, she creates divides in families. Like, she lures people in, the sustainer. She wants to sustain her eternal youth with the eternal child forever. She's unseen. She's actually this, oh my God, where's the old woman card? She's actually like this old woman, right? But she's disguising herself as this youthful person. She's using other people. She's an energy vampire, using their energy to sustain her own youth and beauty and money and finances and other things. It's like, this is, what's that other show where there's also that witch? Is it Game of Thrones? With the red witch who's wearing the red dress, and she's actually this old demon, but she shows up as this beautiful, lustful witch. Yeah. Oh my God, my throat just closed up. I'm getting like really icky vibes. That is some satanic stuff. I'm not even going to continue down that road. That's some dark satanic stuff going on there. These are like venomous. Or like a lot of these stories about these witches. Let me just check the time. A lot of these stories about these witches stealing the youth, like the Halloween movie that my brain. Like the Halloween movie with the sisters sucking the life force energy out of others in order to sustain their eternal youth. That is exactly this story, unseen. And you can't recognize her because she's not herself. She's unseen. She's not who she appears to be. Hiding something underneath. Poisoning the well. Oh my God, that's fucked. And this has been going on for a really long time. The sustainer. Oh my God. The nectar. Like a bee. I just cut the deck and I got the nectar. Right, sucking the life force out of flowers, out of beauty for their own sustenance. And then underneath of that is the medallion, right? It's this like constant, continuous battle and fight for money and power. This might not be a witch and going on for hundreds of years types of thing, but if you look at celebrity culture, that eternal lust for youth and money and power, sucking the life force out of the people. Person needs either, this is like satanic ritual type stuff that they're doing. The one, the ring. Okay, I'm gonna stop this here because that's a whole other reading unto itself. I hadn't planned on going down that road, but that came out, and I'm just like, that needs its own session, and I'm not going to do that right now. But I did want to say quickly before I sign off, I gotta double check the time. Yeah, I have to go. This Hollywood dystopia that everybody's focused on, the devil energy, the darkness, is laughing at all of us, hyper-fixating on what's going on with Hollywood, what's going on with politicians. Meanwhile, there's other more insidious things going on in the ethers, right? I said this kind of at the beginning. It's like bigger than the WEF, right? This is bigger than that. This is like them controlling Klaus Schwab and his minions. There's something else above him. He's just in the spotlight. Who's not in the spotlight? Let's look behind the curtain. There's something there behind the curtain that is unseen, that we can't see, a darker energy. And not a lot of people, it's like not a lot of people actually see it, like the Wizard of Oz, not 111 on the timer. Not a lot of people, or 3111. Not a lot of people can get there or look there. And there's a lot of investigators like Whitney Webb, right, looking at all of the connections and the fraud and the whatever in politics and with these billionaires, right? What's going on? What's really going on? But look behind the curtain, because there's like forces that are actually unseen. We don't see everything. We don't see what they want us to see. And if Klaus Schwab is out there in the public eye, you can bet he's not the one in charge. Because now I'm burping. This spirit wants me to stop there. They don't want me to go into that. Oh yeah. This is cosmic, like things unseen. It's hidden. Billionaires are the scapegoats. It's actually funny. It's like the billionaires, these privileged people are actually the scapegoats. But the starseeds know. They see it, right? See what's happening. But we don't have all the evidence, right? We can see it, but we can't prove it. And it's hard to like really, because of the way that we see things, it's in flashes and the timelines are all like integrated, and the multiverse is like, you see the layers. So it's hard to sometimes pin it down to like a specific point on like what to attack. So the reason why people like me are coming to the world, and the gifts that I have, it's like I'm going to start doing more videos about healing, because I think in order to circumvent the efforts of these dark energies, we need to focus on our heart space, on healing trauma, so that our wounds, our inner demons don't take over, right? If we make friends with our inner demons, then the darkness can't use them against us, if that makes sense. So I hope that that reading helped you out, made some sort of sense. I know it was kind of a little all over the place, and it was like a big journey, a big story. It made sense a little bit more at the end. No matter where you're at in this situation or who you are, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here and supporting my channel. If you like this video, if it resonated, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know, email me. Let me, let's chat about this whole story. And if you want a personal reading or a spiritual guidance session, the information on how to purchase one of those and connect with me is in the description box below and on my website. I look forward to connecting with you next time. Have a great day. Bye.